Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo just happened is my immediate reaction. First and foremost, it was a pretty dominant performance from Canelo Alvarez. I am one to criticize him and call out where he is lacking, but in this fight, he did his thing. It was the same thing that we've seen him do to many other people in the past. He walked Charlo down. He landed big shots. I thought he was leaving himself open. I thought Charlo could have possibly countered. I was seeing it, but he was never able to find that shot. Even though Canelo was giving him the openings and the opportunity, he just never found it. He did look like the smaller guy in there, the way he was clinching up the whole time. It looked like he was... Usually he's the bull in the china shop. Tonight, Canelo was the bull in the china shop. It wasn't... Charlo's not usually the guy that's moving laterally and trying to get out of there, you know what I mean? Trying to get off the ropes. No, he's the guy that's usually the one pushing you up against the ropes, the brawler, the guy that, he's more dangerous in there. He didn't feel that way tonight against Canelo, but still, I think had he stood his ground a few more times and really let his hands go, maybe he could have done better. I'm not going to say that would have changed the outcome, but maybe he would have done better. He landed a few shots on Canelo, just a few, I wouldn't even say more than 10 times, you know what I mean? But he would land them, and he's such an explosive athlete that I wouldn't be surprised if he found the real right shot that he could have staggered Canelo, maybe put him on his ass, something like that. I think he should have thrown his right hand more as well, considering how often Canelo leads with the left hook. It's just the counter to the left hook, as the great Teddy Atlas has mentioned, and many others. It's just what it is. So maybe he'll look at this and try to get better. He called out Terrence Crawford after this. This is Jermell Charlo. I think Terrence Crawford eats him alive. It's a fun fight. I would watch it. You would watch it. Everybody would. And Terrence Crawford deserves the payday. So I think that's the fight to make. Make it happen. But Terrence wins that handedly. With that said, going over to Canelo, I would have liked to have seen a finish, considering how early in the fight he started walking down Charlo, considering how it became very apparent, oh, yeah, he's the guy that's the bully in here, you know what I mean? He's the one. Considering how early that was, I would have liked to see Canelo finish it late, I mean, I think Canelo, given the fact that he did drop him the one time, it's like, bro, clearly you have the capabilities to do it. He moved up 2 weight classes to fight you. You know what I mean? Like, this is a, this is in the favor of Canelo fight. You know what I mean? Let's be honest here. He wasn't the underdog going into this fight or nothing like that. I think he should have finished Jermell Charlo. He should have finished him. He didn't. So that's something. The interviewer Jim Gray asked him about David Benavidez, because Canelo was saying, anybody, I'll fight anybody. He was like, how about David Benavidez? And all of a sudden you see the promoter in the back giving him a look like, yo, don't bring him up. Yeah, like David Benavidez could be next. He kept saying this Canelo is unbeatable, things like that. He kept saying that, but I'm sitting there, I wanted the interviewer to say Beevil, but I feel like that may have been disrespectful. Plus, Canelo was daring to be great going up. I don't know how much we should hold that against Canelo, but all that talk of greatest of all time, pound for pound goal, all that talk of that went out the window in the Beevil fight. But for his weight class, you could still say that he's great, and he proved that tonight. But I think he should have finished Charlo. I think then David Benavidez gives him a very hard fight, and I think that's what we want to see. We want to see him get challenged. You know what I mean? I want to see him get tested. I want to see that happen, and against guys that are gonna go in there and let their hands go. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to sit here. Let me turn off this shit. It's fucking cold. It's one thing to chat from the couch, but when you're in there, I would have let my hands go. It's different. The lights is the biggest moment of your career. Like, sometimes you just you'll be like, okay, I'm cool with not getting knocked out. I'm not gonna get knocked out by Canelo. I'm not gonna get embarrassed by Canelo. You know what I mean? You start thinking in that way as opposed to I'm gonna win. You get me? You begin to take, and I think that happened to a certain extent because he was even saying it in the post fight. Charlo was saying the whole thing about, well, I didn't get knocked out though, you know, and he's right. He didn't get knocked out though. He didn't get knocked out though. So props to him, but yeah, he should have. I think Canelo should have, given the fact that there was such a disparity from the beginning. I think David Benavidez, a guy who's gonna let his hands go, and I think he'll be in the moment. He'll do the best with the opportunity, as opposed to Charlo, who kind of he didn't even feel good in the aftermath. He was kind of saying like, "Oh, I don't make excuses. Like I wasn't myself tonight." Like he said it, you know, he wasn't himself tonight. It is what it is. That's why on any given Sunday, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. That's pretty much it on this fight. I think I covered all the points. Bivol, leave him alone. He dared to be great against Bivol. Canelo should fight this guy, David Benavidez, though. He should. He needs to give new talent a chance, and people that the fans think that he's going to lose against. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like, I don't know. It's tough. It's boxing. Why would I fight the guy who could possibly why would I fight the guy who could potentially embarrass me and knock me the fuck out? You know what I mean? Why would I do that when I could fight this guy over here who's just gonna, you know, be my punching bag for 12 rounds and we could still make the same money and things like that. You know, it's options, right? It's options. But that's my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you agree with me, disagree with me, doesn't matter. Join the discussion and please follow for more. Thank you.